Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson again, and we're going to continue our studies. This time we are translating algebraic inequalities by modeling inequalities. So what we mean is we're going to be giving real-life demonstrations on how we use inequality in the real world. So here's some vocabulary for you that you should know. Variable is a letter or a symbol that represents one or more numbers. Algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase with at least one variable. An equation is the sentence that uses the symbol equal to state two expressions are equal. Inequality is a statement that one quantity is not equal to another. Your comparison symbols that you should know is first the less than symbol, the greater than symbol, the equal symbol we should know, the not equal to, and this is the less than or equal to symbol. This is the greater than or equal to symbol. If you want to see my other video on inequalities. All right, here's some more vocabulary words that we're going to deal with. Is greater than is another way of saying greater than. Is at least is another way of saying greater than or equal to. For example, you must be at least, notice at least has asterisk there, and you must be at least this tall to ride. So 120 centimeters is the height that you have to be at least. That indicates a minimum height requirement. So in order to ride on this ride with the clown, you have to, excuse me a second. Okay, got my pen. Now, Dr. Rob has $10. So I'm going to underline that. Dr. Rob has $10. Connor has fewer. Fewer, if you remember that, fewer means less than. So he has less money than I do. So Connor could have, say, $9. So I'll put, say, $9. That's less than 10. And Dr. Rob has $10. So less than, I'll put that symbol. So he has less money than I. So I'm going to go automatically with just the first choice, A, because Connor has less money than that. And I'll look at B, though. That's a good choice. Less than or equal to. Well, if Connor had $10, because we have equal to, and Dr. Rob has $10, would that be a viable choice? Well, 10 is not less than 10, so it's equal to 10. So that's why B is not a good choice, but it's close because Connor has less than, so we need to go with choice A. So he cannot have equal to Dr. Rob. He has to have fewer dollars than Dr. Rob. So we'll go with choice A. So let's move that out of the way. Oops, excuse me. We'll move this out of the way. And there's your choice A for Connor, correct. All right, let's move on, see what else we got. Here's a question for you to try about Mia reading a book. How many pages did she read on Friday? Hi, Mia. Check your understanding. If you don't understand what's going on, rewatch the video. We're going to do some more. So write down your questions and bring them in. So let's do some more. These girls want to see the PG-13 rated movie below. What movie is that? Night School. Good movie. I saw it. Had some square root questions in there I like. Which inequality best describes and allows them admission to the movie? So they want to get into the movie. So PG-13, parental guidance 13. So that means the age has got to be at least 13. Now notice I said the word at least. So they got to be at least 13 to get in the movie. So if they are 13, they can get in. If they're 14 or 15 or 6 on up, they still can get in, but they have to be equal to 13 or more. So let's look at this these choices here. So we're going to have to be equal. So it's going to be either B or D. So notice age is less than or equal to 13. So I'm not going to go with that choice. I'm going to go with choice D because they have to be more than 13. If they want to get in, they can be 13, but they have to be more than 13. So I'm going to go with choice D. And let's see. Good. Choice D. Because their age has got to be 13 or more. And there are those nice two young ladies. Look like sisters. All right. Here's a question for you to try. And we'll leave that for you about Hugo, good student. How he wants to ride in a taxi, graph the solution set. So you got to do some graphing. Here's a game we're going to play in class. All right. This is a good question. Write an inequality that can be used to find how many six packs you will have to buy. So that's a good question. I'll leave that for you as well. The quotient of a number 14 is no greater than 112. Which inequality can be used to find the number n? So that's another good question. I'll leave you to figure that out. We can check that out in school. Check your understanding. You can watch the video. I'm going to try one of these other questions. Jennifer raised $19 more than 1/5 of the total amount raised by the swim club. The total amount raised by the club was $235. Find the amount Jennifer raised. That's a good question. I'm going to leave that for you. I want to get to one of these questions that deals with from the state. So let's see. Oh, that's a good one. Determine the mean number of miles. So we'll leave that for in class. So let's see. Here's a good one. Josh has reward cards for a movie theater. He receives 15 points for becoming a rewards card member. Okay, so he's going to get 15 points. Let me write down a plus 15. Get my pen. So he gets plus 15. So if he becomes a member. So 15 points for becoming a member. He earns 3.5 points for each visit. So for one visit, he's going to get 3.5. And I hope I didn't say 3.4, but 3.5 for each visit. So that's 1. So I would multiply by 1. So if he did 2 visits, I'd multiply by 2, 3, so on. I keep multiplying that by 3, and I'm going to say he has X visits, so that would be 3.5X. So this is another way of writing it. He needs at least. What do you mean by at least? Well, if he gets 55 points, he'll get in. If he gets more than 55, he'll also get in. So it can be at least, and if you look at our definitions, we said at least was greater than or equal to. So you can get greater than or equal to 55 points to earn this. So he needs 55 points or more. So whatever his points are, he already has 15. If he becomes a member, he's got to get greater than or equal to 55. So his greater than, let's see, make sure we put it in the right place. So he's going to get greater than 55. So this stuff here, whatever our equation is going to be, that's going to be greater than 55 points. So all this stuff he does, getting his 15 points, and all of the times he goes to the movie, is going to be greater than 55 points. So which inequality can Josh use determined by X, and we happen to use X up there, for the minimum number of visits that he will need to earn for his first free movie ticket? All right, so we got 15 points. So I know he needs plus 15. So I'm going to see plus 15, plus 15. So automatically I'm going to look at get rid of choice B and choice D. Why am I getting rid of those? Because if you look at what they have about the 15, it's being multiplied by x for some reason, because x was used for the number of times we have up here in the second one. He visits the movie theater. That'd be 3.5 times the number of x. So, so it's either going to be A or C. Plus 15. Now it's a matter of seeing which sign do we use. Well, if you remember over here, the stuff that he does, which is this stuff here, has got to be greater than 55. So this one's saying 55 is greater than the stuff he's doing, visiting the movie theater. So that's not going to be it, because this stuff he's doing is less than that. So A is a bad choice. The answer has got to be choice C, because 55 he wants to is the amount of points he needs to earn. So he has the 15 points, and the number of times he goes to the movie theater, he gets 3.5 points every time. So I would multiply that by the number of times he goes to the movie theater and add 15 to it. That stuff has got to be greater than. So notice the opening is here, greater than 55. So I'm going with choice C, and let's take a look and see what we got. Choice C is our answer. So sometimes you have to write out work to try to make sense of these problems. These are real life problems, and we're actually modeling real circumstances there, and some of the problems that I passed by will help. We'll see those really in the real world. So people do go to movie theaters, etc. So I hope you enjoyed the movie and got something out of it. If you have questions, please write them down and bring them in tomorrow. If you need to rewatch the video, please go right ahead, because sometimes you need to look at it again. So this is Dr. Robinson. Bye bye.